Okay. All right, I'm back. I'm here. Hello. Not back. I'm actually starting. Okay. All right. Okay. Hello. I'm going to do a quick tutorial to show you the ability of Builderall to create a mobile app. Okay. So we're going to create a mobile app with Builderall. All right. I've done a few of them. Builderall has a very good mobile app creator. It's actually how I originally got involved with business. All right, because I was creating mobile apps and I was really in love with mobile app development from the non-code or from the non or for the non-coder because I don't code. And I actually think that I have a lot of respect for people who do code, and I've learned a little bit of code, but I could definitely see where creating using a lot of these no code platforms speeds up the entire development process, because when you want to develop a mobile app, these things are costing hundreds of thousands of dollars sometimes. All right. It's nothing if you see, if someone should make a mobile app, 10, 15, 20, $30,000. That's actually a pretty good number for a native mobile app, you know um, of course, depending on what you wanted to do. So that's if you're doing it from scratch with custom code and everything. Most small business owners don't require custom code, and so for them, there are a bunch of these no-code platforms that are out there, and I've tried a bunch of them, and so I'm pretty familiar with them. And I think Builderall has one of the better ones in the sense that because of everything that it comes with, plus a mobile app, and the mobile app development process that it has, the platform is pretty good. So I think it's and it was able to I was able to I'm able to create some pretty good mobile apps. So, and I'm actually going to do one right now. So this one is going to be for here we're at the Facebook page of, and this is a real mobile app. All right, so you'll be able to download it, and what we're going to do is we're going to document the entire process. All right, so you're going to see a real functional mobile app. So anyway, we're at the Facebook page of the basement. This is International Amateur Radio. So this is a amateur radio station. All right, and that's the Facebook page. All right, so I'm going to move over to Builderall. You log in. I'm already logged in and all of this information. I actually have to find my tab. So we're in the My Applications section of Builderall. All right, and what I'm going to use is I'm going to use a few things to create this app. I also have Photoshop open as well, but you don't necessarily. And obviously that's just so I could resize some, some photos and do a few edits here and there of some images, but you don't have to use Photoshop. There are a bunch of other ones that you can use as well. Some of them even free, but I use Photoshop. So let's go. Let's start it. All right. So we're looking at the My Application. So what we're going to do is and as you see, I've created a few of these applications, right? So we're going to get to create a new application. So we're going to start this one, and this one is called the Basement. We're going to call this the Basement Radio. Yeah, we're just going to call it the Basement Radio. We're going to leave out the international. Yeah. So we're going to leave out the international part. And then we're going to click Create. And hopefully this goes well. I'm going to try and minimize the editing. I do have a bunch of tabs open that you probably can't. Yeah, you can't see it because of the screen size that I'm using for the recording. The size of the recording. So all right, so here we open it up and it opens up to templates. It gives you these templates that you can jump right into. um, you know, so let's start. What I like to do is so let's go to the left. So it says, so here's your editor to your left. All right, so right now we're in the design section, right? So we're breaking down our basic design, and what can happen is you can start with a blank template. When it first opens up, I can go change your template. If as you saw when I first opened it up, it just opened right to the templates, which is cool. If not, you can just open it. You can go with the blank template, and then there's all of these other templates that it has. So we have so here's some of them. You can actually customize a bunch of these. So you can find one for the arts, all right, and they just kind of give you a few just stock images. And if you can literally just click that, and that will be the app that you get. They have on corporate design, entertainment. All right, I'm probably going to use this one. Events, fashion, health and beauty. So they've just got a bunch of them for local businesses. But there's a level of customization in there. Music doesn't have anything in it, so we'll deal with that another time. So it's a level of customization in there that you can get. Let's see. I'll go back to all. All right. So these are just the templates. All right, and these are just all the different templates that you can use. All right. So, or you can go with a blank template. I'm going to actually start with one. I'm going to choose one. In this case, I like music. It says a festival or whatever. This is the music one. So, only because I kind of like it has this. Yeah, I'm going to click that. They don't have one for radio, so I'll just pick music. I can change it later if I want to. All right. Or I could go with a blank template. And what you'll find is, you can grab one of these and just go, but you're going to want to drop in your own images and all sorts of things like that. So it changes everything. Whatever you had there, anytime you hit that button, that change image button, whatever you had previously goes away. So that's literally what I got. So I got videos, galleries, notifications. These are all the features it gives you too. You can change the features as well. Yeah, so this is the main. It even gives you these color schemes as well to your left. You see the color schemes. And then as I go down, this is the images, and it gives you all sorts of things that you can change about it. I'll go through these as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to display. You can display a home page. Do I want to do that? Oh boy, I got all these notifications coming up. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, so let's do this. Do I want a slider on the home page? Yeah, why not? Let's see what happens. All right. And then you have the layout options as well. Display titles. I'm going to go with visible, title case, lowercase, right? You can go uppercase as lowercase. I'll stay with lowercase. I'm going to write in lowercase. Display borders. And you can leave this stuff. You click it, you can unclick it as well. See? So yeah, these two you have to use though, visible and hidden. So okay, you know what? I'm going to just click save. All right, and those things you have to kind of play around with it a little bit and see what you like. You can really do a bunch of things with it. So, and then the overlay. This is the overlay. Okay, so this is the overlay. This section is what's going to show up. This is sort of like the safe area. You see the rest of it is darked out, but this is the safe area here, right? This is what's definitely going to show up in the image, all right? It's a safe in portrait, as you see. That's clicked. The rest, you can click hide overlay. You can click safe in portrait, all right? Then you can lock this. So you can do all sorts of things with it. All right. I like to go with safe and portrait, right? Um, and then there's the question as well you can ask. All right, they have questions as well. So I'm gonna edit that out. All right, that's not doing anything. I'm gonna change the home page. So I'm gonna use an image that I popped up, that I brought up and changed in Facebook in Photoshop. I'm gonna go with this one because that's the size that they recommend. Right, when you're changing it, they recommend that it is a 2732 pixels by 2732 pixels. So I used Photoshop to size that image really quickly, and I wound up took the basement. So the whole thing doesn't show up there, but I'm not going to worry about that just yet. This is just to kind of get it out. And then I'm going to use the home page image as the background and all the features. So every feature that you go to, that's going to be the background image. Right? And what else do we have here? And you can choose the font family as well. So you can choose the fonts. Right? There's just a lot of customization that you can do. Right? Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it there. Oh, and then it also gives you, so if I click here, this is what it looks like in an iPhone 6 and better. This is what it looks like on an Android phone. This is what it looks like on HTML, as an HTML app. Okay? So, we'll go with that. Alright? Yeah, I like that. So now we're going to go to colors. I probably should go to features first. Simply because yeah, I think I should probably go to features first, but I'll go to, it doesn't matter. Just because I kind of like to know what it's going to look like ultimately, because yeah, I don't know if it's going to show up. Yeah, I just like to know what it's actually going to look like in the emulator. All right, so in the features here, so this is what it. All right, well they gave it to me anyway. All right, that's cool. I can use that. So features. This is what it's going to look like, and I can change. Like say this. I believe this is what can I change that? Is that the header? That's considered the home page, I believe. So I can change the colors here, I think, right? Yeah, that's what it does. So I can change the colors here, and I can do more of a transparent thing, or I can make it, if I go this way, it's completely transparent. If I go up, it gives it more, it becomes more opaque. I want it sort of like this. I like mine to be somewhat transparent. And then I'm going to change, I'm going to get a little bit darker, a little bit lighter. I want it to sort of match some of the color from the logo. Alright. And then you can click through some of the features and see what some of the features look like. Oh, see, the header has got to be changed too. Alright. So let me see what I'm going to do with this. So that's what I settled in. So I'm going to highlight that, copy it, Control C, and then go to the background, the header, highlight it, Control V, and paste it. And now I've got my header. It's the same color and the same level of opaqueness, all right, as the home page, that strip for the home page. And then if I wanted to, I could even go just the general background as well, but I'll leave that for now. Then I'm going to go to galleries and see what comes up. Yeah, so that's cool. Now I'm going to have to change a bunch of this stuff as I go through the features, and that's why I wanted to kind of go through the features first, but just so I could get a sense. But it works either way. I can do it from here. You see the emulator? It makes it really easy to figure out what you need to do. There's a fan wall. I'm going to leave all of this stuff. The features that it kind of gave me as well, because that's the other thing. I kind of like to use a template because it kind of gives you, once you do that, it gives you a suggested set of features depending on what you chose. I can get rid of any of these features, or I can even add other features, which you'll see in later tutorials. All right. So this is so these are videos, galleries. I have notifications. This is news, which is an RSS feeder. I can scroll down here, the calendar, a fan wall, about page, Facebook page, which will import everything from the Facebook page into the app. The playlist, obviously important for a radio station. Partners, maybe for sponsorships and everything. And then of course a My Account button, because you want people to, let's say, be able to sign into your app. Okay. So then we can go down to features, right? And these are the features, the ones I just listed. This is what they look like arrayed across the top. I'm still in HTML mode here. All right, I'll leave the HTML for a moment. But they're all the same features. Okay, there they are, there. And look at this, as you go down, these are all the features that I can drop in. There's a Twitter, there's weather, all sorts of things. I can drop surveys in there. If I wanted to do a restaurant app, I could do that. I could make a menu, just so much that you can do. Look at all this, all of these features, and this is why I really feel that bang for the buck, you can't beat this platform in just about every regard. All right, and it's only getting better. If I wanted to create a cab ride, like a Uber style app, I could create the next Uber, or at least start it. And then maybe if you wanted to, and here's the thing, if you're, and this is why I also think that this is the way to go. Even if you're an app developer, you can kind of get, what you can do is, and I'll go into that as well with the group, but you could get your business plan started, and then you could develop an app, especially if your business is centered around an app. You could get your app started, you can get your business plan started, and you'd have an MVP, app, a minimally viable product, and hopefully get funding, for your idea. So all right, so, and then you can drill down as well. So if I go and click videos, for instance, and I'm going to handle this I'm going to do each one of these in separate videos. You see that it says add content, background. You can do all sorts of things, and then it opens up as well to see so you can see what it's going to look like in all of the different. I can click through these, all of the different views. These old iPhone views, the Android view, and then the HTML app view. You can add content. So if I wanted to add YouTube, podcast, Vimeo, I could add it right in there. Okay. And I think you also saw an audio. There's also an audio feature in one of the other features, though I didn't add it in this one, but I could add it. So if I wanted to add a feature, right, which I just may do, why not? I go back to features. Let's see what I have. These are the features I have: video, galleries, notification, news, calendar, and fan wall. I have an about page. I have a playlist, which should be my audio list. So in this instance, I would click the audio. You can add content, a playlist title, right? And you could just kind of go for it. I'll go into all of this. I'll show you how to do all of this later. All right. But we're gonna make it. See, there's a playlist, the albums, there's just a ton of stuff that you can do. All right. Um, you can add a picture if you had a picture for it. Yeah, why not? I'll add a picture just to show you. I'll add it. It's the same video. I wouldn't normally pick this. But yeah, that's what it looks like. So, see, it's the same picture. All right. So, but we'll go into that later. So I'm gonna go into the applications area as well, and now this is the application icon. So when this is because of the template that we chose was the music, and this was the icon for the music template. So that's what you get if you were to download the app. This is what would show up on your home screen. All right, and then they also have different settings. This one is for your push notifications. I could have an icon for that, and then there is and then there's finally another image here. All right, for also for push notifications. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the app icon again. I already resized it, so in I already resized it in Photoshop. All right, and then I'm going to resize it again, and I'm going to upload this image as well, which will be the same image. Right, and I'm thinking I'm going to come up with an icon here. I don't know what it's going to be. So what I'm going to do, and this is what I like to do, I like to go to a place called let me just see something. Do I have a download? What do I have? I've got a bunch of images. I want to see if I have, because the image that you choose for your icon needs to be white with transparency, so it really shows up. What I'm going to do is I like to go, when I'm looking for a logo or some other image like this, I like to go over to Squarespace, because they have a really nice free logo maker, and I get a lot of really good inspirations for logos from that. You can, it's really good. You can just go and grab one of those. Like, you can really put it together. You'll see how easy it is, and you can make changes later. I'll download the image and then make changes to it in Photoshop, and really play with it later. But so I'll go over to Squarespace, and I'm just gonna type it in. I don't need to, but that's if I wanted it. It'll actually spit out a quick, I'm gonna say radio. It'll spit out an image. Over here you see all these different radios, so you can pick one of these and it kind of gives you an image, just a quick logo. I'm gonna choose something that's kind of cool, but I need it to be white. It's a little busy for me. I like it to be a little thinner, though I do like that though. I don't think it's gonna play well. Yeah. Hold on a moment, please. I'll put another version out later. So this is the raw version. I'll put another version out, which will be a lot smoother and easier to watch. And follow. This is just for my folk that are just really interested. If you're really interested and you really want to see how it goes, and then the unified splash screen. So the splash screen is the part when you first open. It's the first screen you see when you first open up the app. All right, which is different from the background. So I could change that as well, and I think I'm going to change that as well. I'm going to use the same image as the startup screen. I'm going to use the same background image for the load screen, and I don't have to, but I think I just want to. I'll change it. I think what I'll do, I may change it later, right? But this is just to kind of get us through this first portion, just so that you kind of see how easy it is to get this going. And that's pretty much it. Now I can go to publication for now. I just want to, I'm not going to publish this yet, but I just want to show you that last portion, because these are the, if you look to the left, we've been going, these are just pretty much the steps that it's going to take. You have 5 steps, or 5 I guess you want to call parts that you should concern yourself with the app. So here it has the general information, the publication. This is the the basement radio, the bundle ID, and the package name. So then it goes, it says, so when you go to publication, it says ready to publish my app. You just click that and it publishes the app, and it spits out a source code including the APK. I'll show you how that operates later when we start getting into the Google Play and Apple App Store stuff. All right, how to publish your app. You can also monetize your app using AdMob. We'll explain a little bit about that. I won't go too far into that, but I will touch on it. All right, so we're not going to deal with all of that. I think I'm actually going to cut this video. I think I've held you long enough on this one video. The next one, I'm going to start to drill down into some of the features. All right, the next one, because I'm going to actually start building out the apps. So what's going to happen is I'll spend time on each individual feature that we choose to put in the app, how to set them up, and you'll be able to see the app come together. All right, so that'll be it. All right, see you in the next one.